Okay, welcome back to Tony'sPicks.com. I'm Tony T. It's time for our NBA rundown. Two games from Joseph Schultz, who returns here for the NBA playoffs. So get his pre and plays over at Tony'sPicks.com. He's been the top unit producer for the past 2 years at Tony's Picks, putting up well over 5,800 units of profit, all documented over 2023 and 2024. We'll bring Joseph in right now. Joseph, what's going on?
Hey Tony, just looking forward to getting back to breaking down some of these games and not having to worry about who's trying and who's not.
Yeah, I was kind of those funky last 3 weeks here with trying to deal with these injury reports and not whatnot. But now it's for real here. It's playoffs. Okay, so you can pretty much handicap and get a true cap here. Here we go. These teams are playing here for the 8th seed. The doubleheader will begin here with Bulls and the Heat. We see the Heat laying a point and a half here, total 205.
Right, playing for the right to be the sacrificial team to the Boston Celtics here. I have to say though, I was impressed with the Bulls and their win against the Hawks. Vujacic had a 24-point double-double. DeRozan was his regular, consistent self. He didn't have a monster game or anything, but just consistent as always. And of course, Kobe White, who just absolutely took over and dominated the game. 42 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists. He got anything he wanted. They couldn't stop him. Even Andre Drummond, who only played 11 minutes, but he was great in those 11 minutes. He brought defensive intensity. He had a couple big blocks, 4 rebounds. Got the crowd into it. He got called for a double tech, but it was worth it. I actually loved what I saw from Chicago. Now, there will be some question marks entering this game. Alex Caruso only played 17 minutes. Seemed like he could have probably came back in the game if they needed him. I think they just kind of erred on the side of caution because of the lead. He's technically questionable, but there's reports out that he was reevaluated yesterday, and the report said that he had reduced swelling, and they're very optimistic. So I think he plays. Andre Drummond is also questionable with an ankle. I don't have information on that, but I didn't see too much that makes me think that he'll be out for this game. Now, Miami's injury list is a lot more concerning. Jimmy Butler, Terry Rozier out. Duncan Robinson is probable, but he's not 100%. He's got a back issue. They already lost Josh Richardson back in the beginning of March, so they're going to be very shorthanded now. They are running up against a Bulls team that is 4-0 against the spread in their last 4 games and 3-1 straight up. They're going to be super confident after their game and what they were able to do in their last game. I think Chicago matches up very well against the short-handed Heat. They got the size to kind of at least bother Bam down low. I don't think they really have a defensive stopper, especially if Alex Caruso doesn't play, to completely stop Tyler Hero. But I think DeRozan can go bucket for bucket and kind of cancel him out. And then I think they have a huge advantage with Kobe White's strength. He is 6'5", and his ability to get to the rim. I like the Bulls to pull off the small upset here. Now, most of the money is still coming in on the Heat, so I think if you want to play the Bulls, I think maybe you should wait a little and see if you can't get a better number. I'm also leaning towards the over. His total opened up at 209.5. It's been bet down to 205. I know the refs have been calling less fouls since the All-Star break. I know scoring's been down. I know defensive intensity picks up in a game like this, but I just think this number's been dropped a little too low. Chicago's played with the 18th fastest tempo in the last 15 games, which might not seem like a big deal, but it's just so much faster than they've played for the majority of the season. Now, Billy Donovan was quoted as telling Kobe White to take the ball downhill and do what you do. And since he's been the primary ball handler, the Chicago's offense has completely opened up. It's a different team. He's been unleashed. Now, they've also not been great on defense, especially if Caruso is unavailable to play. That will hurt them as well. Like I said, I think he plays, but even with him playing, they've allowed at least 109 points in 18 of their last 26 games. That's almost 70% of their games. These two teams have played in their last 3 straight games. It's flown over the total easily, and I think this one gets over the very low total of 205.
All right, Joseph Schultz. Click the link below for his best bets. Bulls and Heat. The pick here, the Bulls laying 2-1. Getting 2. There are some 1.5. Do your line shop and get the best numbers. And over the total here, 204, 205. Again, get the best numbers here. Again, guys, click the link below and get signed up for Joseph's premium pick packages. His best bets. Remember the promo code TonyT at checkout will save you 20% off. All right, let's get